I don't read for fun. And I feel like that is a controversial thing to say, especially here on BookTube. Now I'm going to try British snacks. A sense of humanity and culture. Today I am going to open this parcel because Victoria from What Victoria Read contacted me and asked me if I wanted to do a snack swap, which basically means that I send her typical Dutch snacks. So I will leave a link to her video where she unboxes my box in the description down below. So you can watch that after you've watched this. And I'm going to try British snacks. I am very curious what's in here. Okay, she sent me a little card, which I love. Oh my gosh, I'm already seeing so many good things. There are also some snacks for the cats. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I regret not giving her cat snacks as well. I don't even know where to start. Ginger beer. Oh my gosh. I love ginger beer, but I think we always have ginger ale, so I'm curious if this is different. This is from Tesco. Oh, and sugar-free. I've never had a sugar-free one. Made with ginger, root extracts for a spicy kick. Okay, I have had ginger beer or ginger ale, but I've never had it from this brand. Okay, I'm gonna open this above my little blanket, and I don't know how careful they were with this parcel. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I have a glass wire. I'm gonna try a little bit and have the rest later. Did you wait? You need to hear the fizz. Oh, this one is so subtle. I would not know this is sugar-free. Like a ginger beer that I have tried or that they sell here is so much spicier. This is very gentle. Oh, I like this because the one I'm used to, it like gives you acid reflux the moment you take a sip. And this is very gentle. Oh, I like this. This is very, very nice. There's so much. Okay, let me just show you. Oh, okay, I'm so excited. Yorkshire tea. Okay, I love tea. I think this is black tea. So we can try that tonight. And I filmed a little clip because I usually have my tea at night. Don't have any boiled water with me here. So we'll try a nice Yorkshire tea. And then, oh, this is cool. Oh, I love that she did something savory. This is Branston small chunk pickle. Okay, I can add this to dinner tonight. I am making some Turkish pizza. So I don't know if it would be good with that. Okay, it says sweet pickle with small chunk mixed vegetables and spices. I do love pickled things. I'm very curious. I'm gonna try this. Two things I'm gonna show you later tonight because, well, I can smell it by the way. Oh, that is... I don't know if I should have put my nose into that jar. That's strong. That's some... Oh, that smells really good though. I don't know if this will be nice on the Turkish pizza, but it will definitely be nice on toast. I do have a few rosemary toast bits left. It's gonna be delicious tonight. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We have... Ooh, I do love... Ooh, how do the British say it? Crisps? Chips? We say chips. Savory and crunchy, a classic snack packed with bacon flavor, baked for crunch. I feel like Tesco is something I see British people in vlogs like go to a lot. Okay. Oh, they look like super crunchy. They don't look like ordinary chips, but they look... Victoria, what have you done to me? Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be really bad for me. These are too good. I don't know how long this bag will survive, but that is delicious. Again, I feel like the flavoring is so much gentler and softer. I feel like usually when I would buy these kind of crisps, it would be like, again, so strong and spicy. But this is all much gentler. And also Victoria, she messaged me like the amount of things we should get. She got me way more. Oh my god, pickled onion, flavor cosmic cornstarch. You know what's funny? Like, I am not a big chips, crisps person. I always like it more when it's like corn or lentil. I don't really love potato chips. So, and she got me all those kind of chips. Pickled onion, that sounds really scary. Oh, it's like these little bags. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That tells me though that this is really, really strong, that you would only want a little pack of it. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous for these. Oh, that one's strong. It reminds me of this. It kind of smells the same. Oh my gosh, I didn't know this would be so much fun. Okay, oh, these are little aliens. It's so strong. This is the same stuff, right? Wait. Let me smell this again. Not too close. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same flavoring. Holy guacamole. This is strong. That is strong. I'm gonna make Boy try one without telling him how spicy it is. I do like it though. But I can see how you would have like a little bag of those. I told Boy I need to film this and then I'll make dinner. And now how hungry I will be. Mini eggs. Chocolate. The pickled onion flavor out of my mouth before trying this, because that's not fair on the chocolate. Milk chocolate with micro mini eggs. Oh, this reminds me, I don't know if it's an international thing, but Milka chocolate, they always have chocolate like this. So it looks like milk chocolate with a few mini eggs in there. Oh my gosh. It feels like my birthday. This is amazing quality chocolate. Okay, this is better than Milka chocolate. If they ever start selling these in the Netherlands, I will make the switch. Now I'm a Milka girly. I don't know if you believe this, but we're not done. Okay, these, I think I know these. I think it's like edible paper with something inside. Very soury as well, I believe. But I haven't had these in forever. I feel like when we used to go on holiday, there was this small sweet shop, and she used to have little sweets that I didn't know. And I think I tried one of those. Oh my gosh, listen. Oh my gosh, can you see? It's like, there's like little things inside it, okay? Oh, oh wow. That sure has a kick. It's nice. Oh, I like this. I wonder if like different colors have different flavors. I'll try a whole one. I don't know. I feel like they have the same flavor. I don't know if you noticed, but nothing has gluten because I need to eat gluten free. So when Victoria asked me if I wanted to do this, I can send you something, but I don't know if you can find things for me. But she did. Look, she got me gluten free cookies. I love this. Oh, again, this is from Tesco, by the way. Did I say all the brands? I don't know. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's one of the things I find most exciting when there are like new gluten-free things that I can try, which that can absolutely make my day. Okay, these look adorable. So these are custard creams, which I have never had. A very cute little stamp, which I'm sure to Brits is very standard. Okay. You notice that they're gluten-free because you can like see how the cookie is crumbling. But the cream is so nice. It reminds me of something. Oh my god, having the best time, sorry. I'll test these as well. No, I'm not testing them myself of course, but...
Maar dit komt uit?
Engeland. Very much approved. Bella, je staat met je hele neus voor de camera. Come on, Max. Okay, these are very popular with Bella. Ik weet niet of wij deze hebben. Het is wel Felix. Hold on. Oh. Alright. Ginger nuts. I have a funny story about this because back in 2020 I started my channel. I hope there are no crumbs on my face. And there was a certain tag that was about cookies, and because I was reading a lot of British literature, I wanted to try a typical British cookie, and I tried to make these. I completely failed. I mean, they were edible, but they were nothing like a ginger nut should be. But I didn't know because I'd never eaten a ginger nut. I've never eaten one since, so this will be my first time eating a ginger nut that I didn't try and fail to make myself. This is an important moment for me, Victoria. Thank you so much for providing it for me. Oh, I am also curious like how, she probably didn't know, but ginger is like one of my favorite flavors, which a lot of people find very strange, but I love it. These are very beautiful cookies. Or biscuit, I just say biscuit. Yes, I knew they were supposed to be snappy. The one I made was soft, it was more like chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips. Now my camera has crumbled, but this is delicious. I really shouldn't eat the whole cookie because I'm supposed to make dinner, but like Victoria added these and I don't know what they are. So I think she got me sweets from a sweet shop. Oh wow. Victoria, you have given me way more and you said you would. And now I feel like I should send you more. I don't know what they're called, but they're red and white striped hard candies, definitely. Oh, this is an experience, really. It's giving strawberry. The inside is a little bit soft, very gentle, nice piece of candy. And it has this really fun crack when you bite on it. I'll show you inside a little bit. Again, I think from the same sweet shop. It says Ye Old Sweet Shop. Look like. Oh, it's so difficult when you don't know what the flavor is. It's like raspberry or watermelon. I do definitely need something to drink because everything is sticking to my teeth, which is, in my opinion, the sign of delicious candy. Okay, let's go over everything. So I got the tea that I still need to try. I think I'll try this with some toast. I don't know, is the chocolate my favorite? I mean, I love the chocolate. I feel like this. The chips, I think the flavors were most surprising. These were most fun to try. I definitely want to see how Boy responds to these. This we're gonna save for a special occasion. When I need it'll pick me up. This is a very addictive snack, I can just tell. This was a very special moment for me. And I also really like the custard and the custard creams. And these candies have broken my teeth, but in the best way possible. Thank you, Victoria, for this idea. And thank you for sending all these beautiful snacks my way. It was way too much, which I think you know. This is like one of those moments where I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do exactly what she tells me to do so that like I don't create this unevenness. And then she sends me about 2 times as much. Knowing Victoria a little bit, I should have guessed that she would. Let's be honest. Making dinner now, I guess. I'm not hungry anymore. I feel like I've had a dinner. This was so much fun. Thank you so much, Victoria. This was so much fun. I think I'll combine this with another video and I'll talk to you about some lovely books I've read. So I guess let's go to future Milena and talk about some books. I don't read for fun. And I feel like that is a controversial thing to say, especially here on BookTube. There are such big claims of reading should be fun. And if it's not fun, just DNF a book. I think in the fight to stop elitism and to stop people from claiming that only literary fiction are good books, we've kind of flipped the coin, where if you do like literary fiction and if you do want to read classics, you're doing something wrong, you're not fitting within the community. I don't read for fun. Mainly. I read for comfort, but not really for fun. If I want to have fun, I prefer to be around other people. I think that's just me being an extrovert. If I want to have fun, I like to go out, or I want to watch dumb TV. For me, reading is enrichment, and I say that as if I am a pet. But that is the best word I can think of. To me, especially after I had to drop out of college in 2019 it was, I believe, I needed substance. I needed to enrich my brain. My brain was screaming, it needed something. And for me that had always been school. And my favorite thing in school was literature. So I went to literature and I previously only read literary fiction. And yes, I was one of those elitist people, which I stopped doing, of course, because I became part of the bookish community and I started to understand the nuance within reading and I started to find comfort in books, which is mainly the reason why I really love romance and why I sometimes like fantasy. I don't read them for fun, I read them for comfort and for feeling peace, which is also something that my personality really needs. I need peace and quiet. To me, reading should not be anything. I think it's very personal and I think any reason why you read is legitimate. And you also don't need to read because it's fun. To me, books are art. and art is something that makes me understand the human condition, which to me is what a really good writer is able to do. Again, personal, that's for me. It's why I give book 5 stars often. It's why books become my favorite books. I am incredibly interested in other human beings. Not to say that I'm a great listener, not to say that I am the kind of friend or family member that is always very focused on other people. I don't think that's true, but one of the reasons I like Virginia Woolf, for example, is because she's a master observer. One of the reasons I like Toni Morrison is because she goes even further than that, I would say. She observes, but she also lives within a character and uses that to explore the human condition. And there are so many contemporary authors, both in literary fiction and in historical fiction for me, who do such a masterful job of understanding that. Books where I want to feel comfort don't necessarily need to do that for me. I enjoy romance books so much, but those characters don't need to be much more than just be themselves for me. A great example of a romance that I think does explore the human condition more than an average romance is Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade. I don't see a lot of people enjoying or loving this book a lot, but I would say that the characters are explored much more than in a typical romance, where I feel like you have a few elements that are allowed to be explored. Themes like difficult family relationships, difficult relationships with mental health, but in Shipwrecked, you really also explore a difficult relationship with your body and with the way other people look at you. And I found that very clever. Having let go of the feeling that only literary fiction is good fiction, we are told in schools often, which is of course not true. Also, a teacher I had in college said you can have bad literary fiction and good genre fiction. Listening to that now, I feel like, duh. But back then, that really made me think, because oh gosh, those are books. Alright, third time sitting back down. Didn't intend to make a whole video essay about this, but it was bugging me, so I wanted to talk about it. I also think that most people who watch my channel probably read classics and literary fiction, so they may feel some recognition in the things I'm saying. I also feel like I did start to read more genre fiction in the past 2 years, and that may be, I think, why I've seen less engagement on my channel. I've also made less videos, so maybe it's just as simple as that. I don't think there are a lot of people who have a great passion for classics and literary fiction and also really enjoy popular fiction. Reading multiple genres is a thing, but having different motivations for reading, I sometimes feel maybe a lack of in the BookTube community, and maybe just in the readers community in general, which makes sense that if you watch my channel, you're not really sure what to make of it. I read 2 new releases, 2 very anticipated new releases. One I would say is a literary middle grade. I don't just want to call it a middle grade because it's very literary. And the other one is a Emily Henry, a romance. The newest Emily Henry, Great Big Beautiful Life, I think it is. You know what? I'm not too bothered to remember the title because I did not love this one. I got an early copy through the ALC program of Libro FM. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Nora's giving you the review today. She is an incredibly loud purr, but Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry is not necessarily a romance, but more general fiction. We follow 2 characters who are both writers and who are both in the running to write a memoir about a very famous person who comes from a very famous family. And they both interview her during a trial period. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of purring, but I'm not sorry about the purring because she's adorable. During this trial period, we see a lot of... we see a lot of things unfold within this famous person's history, their family history as well, which oh my gosh, Nora, that hurt. Which I would enjoy, but I just didn't like it. Mostly, I guess, because from Emily Henry, I want a romance. And there was, of course, part romance in this book. But there was just not enough time to really explore this romance, to really get to know the characters. I think my main... Nora, come on. My main issue was that there was just not enough time for these characters to have some typical romance moments, which I do like respect from Emily Henry, that she didn't want to throw in a bunch of tropes, that she wanted to do something new, but it kind of lessened the magic for me. And the general fiction part, so the history part of the famous person, was just utterly boring. I really didn't care, which is a sad thing. It's Emily Henry and the writing was decent and the romance was still like there. I still enjoyed the parts that were romance, so I did give it a 3 star, but yeah, That was unfortunate. I did like Funny Story, and then I didn't like the one before that. I think I'm falling a little bit out of love with Emily Henry, unfortunately. Oh, dear Lord. Right, and then I read one of the most anticipated Dutch releases for not just the bookish community, but like for humans in general. This is an author and illustrator called Annet Schaap. She wrote Lampje, which is translated into English as Lampy. I think it also has a series, but that wasn't very TV series, which wasn't received very well. Oh my gosh, nails in my leg. Ow, that hurts. But I would say Lampy, I don't know how you would say it in English, is a kind of very dark retelling of The Secret Garden, where the more problematic elements are not present, but we have magical creatures. The book that I read, which is called Krekel, which is Dutch for cricket, which is the first name of a little boy, exists in the same world, but this is also about magical creatures, partly. We follow a brother and a sister who we meet, and they have run away from home. Somehow their brothers have disappeared. And then we get through flashbacks, we get to find out what has happened to their brothers and what is happening to them right now. Annet Schaap writes so beautifully, very literary for a children's book. I feel like she uses a lot of classic literature woven into her storylines and her plots, and then she uses this... honestly. She uses this typical Dutch sense of humanity and culture to create her characters, which okay, now it's enough. Stop messing with the microphone. Okay, nou, kom. Dear Lord, alright, which I really appreciated. It was very anticipated for a lot of people. I bought a copy, gave it to my mom, and listened to the audiobook myself, which is narrated by the author. I don't really listen to Dutch audiobooks very often, but when I do, it feels like a teacher reading to me, because it's a language I've only been read to as a child, which was very, I feel like, a nostalgic experience. But the book itself is just very good. I hope there will be an English translation, because it will be lovely. But if you like to read the kind of middle grade I just described, then I would recommend Lampy, which is translated into English. Right, I did just say, oh my gosh, that's books. So here we go. It is for the bookshop, so it's not for me. But I will show you, because talking about Dutch books, there is a Dutch booktalker, or just a bookish content creator. She does more than TikTok. Who wrote a romance novel set on one of the northern islands in the Netherlands, which I have visited once or twice. I'm not entirely sure. There are a couple of northern islands in the Netherlands that a lot of people go to on holiday because they have amazing beaches. But I am unboxing her book right now. I don't know when I will be able to read it, but she has supported Milena's bookshop, so I wanted to support her writing. I am very glad that I got the one with sprayed edges, but this is called Volgeboekt by Paula Heger, which has beautiful pink sprayed edges. This is not for the shop, by the way, this is for me. This is a romance that is, I think, forced proximity, love to hate. I think it's Grumpy Sunshine as well. The man is a B&B owner on Terschelling, which is one of the islands, and she books a room, but I think it was double booked. Like volgeboekt means fully booked. He is grumpy, she is excited to be there. Then a romance ensues, I suppose. Another Dutch bookish content creator has made a reading journal. This isn't Dutch, so please don't order it if you don't speak Dutch. But oh gosh, it's really pretty. It's like a book, but it's a reading journal. So I really enjoy this. She created this together with a Dutch publisher, and I really like it. It's very pretty. Let's see the inside. Oh, it's fun. She has emojis as well on the inside. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, I have 2 of these for the shop. So if you're Dutch and you would like a reading journal, there's always a link to my bookshop in the description down below. Also done some reading for the Women's Prize. I will talk to you about that in my Women's Prize diaries. Now, the Buzzwordathon. I picked for April Raising Hair, which I've not read yet, but as I'm filming this, it's the 24th of April is like the release date of the Emily Henry and also of this book and of the reading journal. So lots of new releases in this segment of the video, but I'm still going to read Raising Hair for April, and then let's discuss May reads. So for the Buzzwordathon we have 2 prompts again. The cover prompt for the Buzzwordathon is eyes, and I wanted to read Fundamentally in April, but then I noticed that it has like 2 big eyes on the cover, so I figured that would work for the May prompt for the Buzzwordathon. I read a different Women's Prize book instead, which you will see later on. I'm going to read Fundamentally in May for that one. And then the other one, the title prompt is to have the words to or two with double O in the title. And I had a few options for this, but I figured it was time to read another classic, some non-fiction. And this one has been on my TBR forever for obvious reasons, but that is Letters to Milena. My dad used that book to figure out my first name. Like, my parents used Kafka's letters and they thought Milena is a nice name. Let's call her Milena. I needed to read this book for a long time. I have my dad's old copy, which is the Dutch translation, and because it has to, guess I'm gonna read it in May. Other books in May, so I do want to read more, of course, from the Women's Prize. I have May left and 12 days of June to read the rest of it. So my strategy has kind of been to first finish the books from the long lists I still want to read, and then closer to the winner announcement, I want to read the short list, so that the winner that is announced I have read most recently, as I could possibly have done. Some long list books I still need to read is By the Fire We Carry. This is for the non-fiction list. Oetlin, which is also for the non-fiction long list. Somewhere Else, which is for the fiction list. Both Birding and Good Girl are... No, I think Birding is on the long list. Birding was on the long list, and I think Good Girl is on the short list. So I've picked that one to read in May as well. For Paws and Pages, which is a new book club I have started, we have picked a new release, and that is The Sirens by Amelia Hart. I'm very, very excited for this one. This is going to be my comfort read of the month for sure. I think this one will be my romance of the month. I think like April is the romance release month, right? I've now read Emily Henry, so I think I will read this one in May, and then I think we have quite a nice and full TBR. I'm still reading some Women's Prize books right now. I still have a week, at least a week, right? Yeah, I still have a week to finish up any April reads. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for Victoria for inviting me to do a collab. It's 2 weeks later, and I've gone through almost all the snacks. Not all of them. Can confirm the Yorkshire tea is very good. I'm going to have a cup of tea right now, and I will see you in a Women's Prize Diaries video, I think. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day or evening. Doei!